Hi friends, welcome to this next video under algebra. In this video we'll discuss the cross multiplication method, especially in case of two variables. Here I have written two general forms of linear equations with two variables. So the first one is a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. All you need to do is for finding the value of x and y using the cross multiplication method, this is what you need to do. You write x over here, you have y, and you have 1 because there's just two variables over here. These will be equal when they are divided by some particular value. Alright, now let's try to find out the value. So I have this black shape over here. I drag it and I cover the variables of x. Alright, so what is left is this part over here, b1, b2, c1 and c2. So these values come below x, b1, b2, c1, c2 as a determinant. Now I take this shape and cover y. Alright, what are the values that I'm left with? a1, a2, c1 and c2. So you either have to write them in the order that whatever comes to the right comes first. So you'll have to write c1, c2 and then a1, a2. But because it's easier to write it just off like that, you add a minus sign to the numerator and then you just write it like this. So you write a1, a2, c1, c2 and it's a determinant. And then again I move this black shape over C, and what is it that I'm left with? a1, a2 and b1, b2. So I'll write it over here, a1, a2, b1, b2. And you'll notice that you won't have to do this when you're doing a problem. This is just for your understanding. So how does this simplify? Let's see that. So x divided by b1 c2. So you just need to cross multiply. Please don't try to mug up this formula. It's just direct. If you just cover if you just cover x after you come up with the equations, you directly get it. See, you get it b1 c2. You directly get it. You don't need to by heart it. So it's just b1 c2 minus b2 c1. And then what's over here? You have minus y divided by a1 c2 minus a2 c1. And then over here you have 1 divided by a1 b2 minus b2 a1. A1 b2 minus b1 a2. Alright, so let's try to understand this using an example. Let's try to solve this example over here. So I'm shifting my screen a bit. Alright, now whenever you have to solve these type of linear equations using the cross multiplication method, you need to write it in its standard form. So let's write it. 6x minus 8y minus 20 is equal to 0. So that's what you mean with the standard form. You need to take everything to the left side and you're just left with 0 on the right side. And the next equation is x minus y minus 1 is equal to 0. Now what's the answer? We're going to directly write the answer. X divided by, cover this part, what's left? It's just these variables. So minus 8 into minus 1 is 8, minus 20 into minus 1 is 20. So 8 minus 20 is equal to minus y divided by, so you're covering this part over here. Let me just highlight it. You're covering this part over here. So what's left? 6 into minus 1, which is minus 6, and 1 into minus 20, which is minus 22. So minus of minus 20. Right, and then this is equal to 1 divided by, so what do you do? Again you have to okay, I'm just keeping the shading over there. You just need to shade this part. Alright, so what is it that's left? 6 into minus 1, which is minus 6, and 1 into minus 8, which is minus 8. So minus of minus 8. So you get the answer as x divided by minus 12 is equal to minus y divided by, this is 20 minus 6, which is 14, is equal to, this is minus 6 plus 8 or 2, so 1 by 2, and you get your answer as x is nothing but minus 12 by 2, which is 6, minus 6, and y, which is 14 by 2 is 7, and that's minus y, so y would be minus 7.